Let's go, Day One Journey, episode 855. Today I want to ask you a question. Can you ignore your emotions? Well, I just had a deep conversation with a friend of mine, and they asked me this question. More specifically, they asked me if you can skip the emotions. Maybe emotions of anger, or frustration, or maybe just all emotions that we perceive as negative. Maybe we can just skip them. Well, my short answer is no. But we can't put our heads in the sand and sort of ignore them. But I think they can just pop up again, like we think that we put them in some corner in our minds, but then they can surface again and float in our mind. But you know what? Before that, I want to make a specific distinction between emotions and feelings. Feelings, what we feel with our senses, is something physical. It actually happens to the body. So I might feel something in my belly, like I'm feeling, I don't know, or maybe I'm even cold, so I'm shivering. Or this is actually physical, stuff that we feel with our body. And then there's emotions. There are emotions. And I see the emotion as labels that we put on things. For example, I think last year I had a difficult conversation with a family member, a very close family member. And they said something, and it sounded like an accusation. And I felt something here. It wasn't comfortable. I think maybe most people would label it as being angry, but I didn't give it the label. And I just continued with the conversation and was trying to focus on the most important thing for me in this conversation. We both cared for other family member, and this was my main concern then. And so whatever I felt physically in my body after my, again, family member told me, I didn't give it a label. I just felt uncomfortable. But then I focused myself on the conversation, and most importantly, on the most important thing for me in the conversation. And why do I share this with you? This is labeling our feelings. Then we call them emotions. So for me, can I actually ignore my emotions? Not really. Your emotions are the labels that you give to what you feel. So you can't ignore your feelings because you actually feel them in your body. They are there. Ignoring your emotions is for me, you can just choose different emotions, meaning you can choose different labels. For example, I have a show tomorrow. So, I'm pretty well practiced before shows, but I still get excited. Well, some people get stressed, right? Before a show, before going on stage, public speaking, or dancing as I would do tomorrow. But we have a choice. We feel something here. I can call it excitement. Wow, I'm excited. And I can call it being nervous. This is for me just an example of sending my emotions to school. I don't let my feelings control me. feelings, physical things that I feel. I give them a label that helps me. I might give the same scenario a different label, for example, when I share a story with someone. So I don't keep in my memory, yes, I was angry then. No, I felt uncomfortable and this happened. So when I talk to someone, I might tell them I was angry. I would define it as anger, but again, this is just a label, a word that I used to describe what I was feeling in what I was feeling physically in this scenario, in this situation. So back to the question, can I ignore my emotions? Well, I can choose my emotions because my emotions are labels. Can I ignore my feelings, my physical feelings? Well, maybe to an extent, yes, if we focus on other things. Is it helpful? Can we skip it? I think it's important to be aware. I think the alternative of skipping our feelings or skipping our emotions or putting our hands in the sand, I don't think the alternative, like not feeling the emotions, not going through them, not observing them, I think the alternative is not that, I know, enticing for me. Yeah, ignoring everything, and I want to be the observer. I feel what's happening right now. I might use several labels, the emotions, but I can still dissociate myself from the situation, look at myself from the side, and have a little bit better perspective. And then experiencing the feelings, but letting them go. When I try to sort of ignore them or tell to myself, like, yes, ignore them, I think it can pop up again and haunt me. Instead of actually acknowledging what's happening right now and let it go. This is my opinion. I hope it was helpful for my friend who asked this question. And see you tomorrow. Another day, day one. Tomorrow I have a performance, so I choose to say that I'm excited rather than stressed. Just an example. See you tomorrow. Have a good day one.